And greetings. Welcome to the Holiday Show with Judith Chalmers. It's me on Morecambe Bay. You can't really see. It doesn't look. It is hot. The sun's just gone behind a cloud, which is heavenly. But it's not as hot as down south. But that's not a problem at all. And all you lot having to work in places that isn't pleasant, then I take my hat off to you, literally. But yeah, it's weird tomorrow. It's going to be a lot cooler, isn't it? Anyway, you're not here for a weather report. It's Judith Chalmers. I'm here on Morecambe Bay. I've come to my renter desk, which is just over there at the consult centre. Come here about 2 or 3 times a week if I can, just to get out of the house. And it's really weird. Simon's driven here with me, and I'd usually be in the car I'll do a bit of catch up now. So the live that I did in my private Facebook group yesterday, I'd be on going, I'll just catch up on the tribe now so I don't have to do it when I get to the office. Not done it, just sat there looking at the view, admiring everything. It's just little moments like that, because the thing is, scrolling social, so I'm going to have to take my hat off. I feel a bit of a burp when the sun's up, but it's just warm. I've just had a shower, so hang on. I'm a bothered, you know me, I never am. Oof, God, I might have to put it back on again actually. Well, if that sun comes out. But it is me, by the way. But I've forgotten what I was going to say now, I've interrupted myself. But the scrolling, I've completely forgotten. Sorry, you'll have switched off by now, because what a nonsense I'm speaking. But I was going to say something that was quite pointed. That isn't even the right word. I'm not starting again, because this is the thing, when you know to bounce off. I've not done pre-records for ages. Oh my good grief, it's like putting your head in an oven, isn't it, when the sun actually comes out? But it's lovely. But yes, I would usually have been scrolling all the way here, and that was it. That's what I was going to say. We never allow ourselves to be bored, so I'm going to have to put my hat back on. There. Oh God, that's better. It's amazing what a hat can do. It is. It's been attached to my head for the last few days. But we never allow ourselves to be bored. Just think of those moments where you pick up your phone. Now, this isn't a preach. I'm not preaching to you. You can please yourselves, honestly. But I've had loads of emails, and certainly had loads of messages last week when I said I was doing this, that people were going to do it with me, which is brilliant. And just to be mindful of when we go for our phone and just pick it up, and like, typical example this morning, driving here, I was in the passenger seat. It's literally less than a 10-minute drive, but I'd have not wasted, because it wouldn't have been wasted time, because I would have done my work stuff. But I don't want my life to be all work. I want to have segments where it isn't work, and I'd allowed the phone, and therefore my social media, and therefore my work, to infiltrate nearly every part of my life. When I'm in bed, when I'm on the toilet, when I'm in the bath, when I'm in the Tesco queue, everywhere, I was just working on my phone. And it's up to me. It's nobody else's fault but mine. Nobody's fault but mine. And it doesn't have to be work for you. You could just be you could be playing Candy Crush. You could be, I've never played that game, I never have. And that's one thing I don't do on my phone, is play games. I don't have a single game on it. I used to love a bit of Tetris, I'll be honest. I used to love that. But I loved Space Invaders. I hated all these new games, Mario Kart. No thanks. I tried doing that with my son and stuff, and I just bend, as you do the telly. I just used to use my body. I was always last, but put me on a Space Invader game, I tell you, especially how they used to have them at places. You used to go and put your 20p in. And do you remember that Ace filling when you went up and there was 20p there already? Oh, that was like you'd won the lottery. Won the pools. It was the pools then, wasn't it? But I used to love Space Invaders. And we used to have Atari as well. My cousins had it, we never did. We never even had a video recorder growing up, I tell you. But my cousins had Atari, so when we used to go there at Christmas, we'd play the Atari tennis. He got competitive. Anyway, I'm sidetracking now, but it's all things like that. So no, I don't have games on my phone, and not because I disagree with it, it's just because I've never thought to do it. Probably the same reason I don't drink coffee, I just don't like it. It's just one of them. But I am certainly seeing, I've not even looked at the pickups yet on my phone to see how much less time I'm spending on it. But it's got to be less. I mean, I went for a river dip this morning with a friend. It's about a 10-12 minute drive away. And I wasn't going to take my phone. I thought, oh, best I'd, just in case I get a flat tyre or something. But I left it in the car. Usually I'd have been all over stories with it. Oh, here I am, you know, here I am swimming and get up and get out of bed. And, you know, but it is weird not doing it. But I do have to confess, the pull, we uploaded our first pre-record yesterday, one of these, and it was a hassle on Instagram, I'll be honest, because we scheduled it, but you can't schedule a video longer than a minute on Instagram, so it had to go up manually. And Vicky, our VA, did it, and I hadn't realised, so I started doing it. So I had to go on Instagram to check it, and the desire to want to just have a quick scroll, it was huge, but I never did. I didn't look at anything, I just did my stuff and I got off it. But it was like, oh, give me it. It's like putting a big ice cream in front of me and telling me not to eat it. It was really strong. And this morning, after I got out of the swim, my phone was in the car, and before I knew it, this is how habitual it is. And I'm sorry, and I'm a bit pissed off with myself, if I'm honest. Before I knew it, I got my phone up, because I was going to WhatsApp somebody, do a voice note, and I went on to Facebook, and it came up with Get Over Yourself. And I thought, oh, I'll just have a see if any of you watched the video yesterday. And then I realised what I was doing. And I saw it had like 2,500 views. Not masses of comments, but that's all right. But I didn't look. I thought, I'm not looking at them. I'm not looking and getting involved in the comments. Oh my God, but I so wanted to. And it's on my mind now. I want to see, you know, I don't want to be ignoring you, but you know I'm not ignoring you because I'm not looking at them. So I'm pissed off that I sort of did it absent-mindedly, but I'm chuffed with myself that I didn't read the comments, and I literally, as soon as I realised, I just came off it. So I think that might take a bit of getting used to, but it just shows how habitual it is, doesn't it? So I feel a bit of a knobhead sat here speaking to you like I think I'm Sophia bloody Loren. I don't, by the way, you know, more like Aunt Sally, where's Wurzel Gummidge at? So yes, the habitual things, I'm noticing it because I'm not doing it. I'm noticing it, and it's massive, it's huge. So if you want to join in a little bit, you know, I'm not telling you to come off social media. I'm just maybe pointing you in the direction of using it wisely, of stop wasting our lives on the scroll hole that makes us feel shit. There's social media that can make us feel great, I think, and then there's social media that can make us feel crap, and we know the difference. And it's the fact that it's a time thief. That's what I hated about it most, is when I thought I was scrolling for 5-10 minutes, it was actually 25, 30, 40 minutes, and I was doing that a few times a day probably. So this is me getting my life back, sat on a rock with my frock on, you know. Sweat people. I know people will ask, and I'm not here to answer you, so I feel I have to tell you now. I'm not a, you know, sweaty Betty, frock sweaty Betty, hats from a shop in the Lake District, glasses are Oakley, and I've got a bikini on today. That's Freya. Just saying. Oh, and everybody asks where that is. That's the question I get asked most. When I get DM'd, the question I get asked most is, where's your necklace from? It's an online company called Rust. I've had it years and I love it. It's just makes my heart sing every time I see it. So when I was running a retreat just down the road, actually, where the gym where I used to work, one of the guests had it on, and she came into a body pump class. I went, oh, I love your necklace, and so that was my little present to myself. Right then, under 10 minutes today, so Posh and Waffle tomorrow. It's already been pre-recorded. It comes with a bit of a warning because there's talk about lady parts. Just warning you. All right, so that'll be the pre-record tomorrow, and then I'll be back on Thursday, I think. All right, lots of love. Oh, here we go. I've already been out for a walk this morning. This is it. Now, this is me being smug Sally. Been out, got up at 5:30 or 5:20, out for a walk, not long, just literally less than 2 miles this morning. I came home, did a 15-minute weight session, went to the river, had a bit of a swim, came back, did a 20-minute flexibility, and then a 15-minute run on the treadmill. quick shower in here, so I'm feeling quite smug. I'm already on, I've nearly done 2 litres already. If you're new to this page, I'm not always smug. Sometimes we're sat here crying because I'm doing crap, so that's the reality of it. So clicking off, thank you for joining me on today's holiday programme. Next week we will be at Bognor Regis. Judith Chalmers signing off. Goodbye, do your steps, drink your water, don't be shite.